Hi everybody, welcome to day one of my Halloween card series for 2012. For today's card we're going to be using this CC Designs Devilish Lucy stamp from allthatscraps.com. I've also chosen to use the My Mind's Eye Mischievous paper pad. This is actually from last year, but I still love it. I love the color combo. And as you can see, it's pretty mutilated, but I still love it to death, so I wanted to use it again this year. A couple other things that I'm going to be using are the Amy R. Ghostly Greetings stamp set, as well as the CC Designs Pumpkins die and the Bats die. This thing is super, super tiny. So you can see here, these are the little bats. They are super, super small, but they are really, really cute. And then I've die cut a couple of pumpkins from just the different orange patterns that were in the collection. This one I actually did a little bit of dimensional work. I cut it out twice and cut out the center portion of one of them and then just layered it on top. And I just used some craft paper for the leaves and the stems, and then I colored the stems a little bit darker brown. So here we go. I'm making a 5.5 by 5.5 card, and for my main background I'm using this light blue paper in the collection, and then I'm going to layer that with this black polka dot sheet. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put that on real quick. Just like that. And I've left a little border there around, as you can see. And the blue is not a 5.5 either. It's about, I don't know, like 1/8 of an inch smaller than 5.5, but I wanted it that way so that I would have a little bit of a black border around for the rest of my card. Okay, so here is my colored image, and I colored her black so that she was a little less devilly. I didn't want to do red. So I colored her with my Prismacolor pencils, and what I'm going to do is first layer some of these pumpkins up at the bottom of my page here. So some of these do not have stems because I'm actually planning on putting her over the top, so I wasn't really worried about that at all. I'm actually going to move that closer there. Okay, let's see here. So I'm just putting those along the bottom of my page here, and I'm going to go ahead and adhere them just like that. So nothing too fancy. Let me go ahead and put this one down, and then I can layer the other two on top of that. I really, really love these pumpkin dies. They're super fun to play around with, and they would be really easy to use like Prismas or Copics or any sort of colors like that and really make them look dimensional. But for this, I thought it would be fun to use the pattern papers instead. Okay, so there are my pumpkins. Then I'm going to take my little Devilish Lucy here, and I'm going to get some dimensional foam tape here and just put that on there. And I'm not going to worry about her tail or her legs at all being dimensional. Okay, so I'm just going to basically stick her in front of those pumpkins just like that, okay? And let's see here. I want to do my sentiment, and I'm going to be using the Amy R. Ghostly Greetings stamp set. And I've just picked the words Halloween and happy. And I'm going to take kind of a more neutral paper. Not that one. Let's see here. Let me find which one I want. I want to find a pretty neutral paper to use for that so that you can see it really easily. Let's see. Sorry, I thought I was pretty well prepared for this, but apparently not. Okay, so I'm going to take this paper here. I hate to use it because I absolutely love these polka dots, but I'm just going to use a little tiny piece. Actually, let's see. There's that, or that. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and use the black and white polka dot piece. It's got this nice text on the back here. So I'm going to be kind of frugal with this piece because I really hate to use it because it's just so dang cute. So I'll just make sure that I have at least enough to use it on another card. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and stamp my sentiment first, and then I'll kind of cut it out in a little banner shape. I'm just going to use some regular Memento ink for this, nothing too fancy. Okay, so I'll stamp the Halloween first. Okay, I really like how that looks with the little text back there. Okay. And then I'll take my happy and ink that up as well. And I'll kind of put it at an angle there at the top. Actually, it wasn't very much at an angle. I'm horrible with these rubber stamps and knowing exactly my placement. Okay, so let's see here. Let me take that and just cut it in a little banner shape, just like that. And it's okay with me that it's off center. It's Halloween. It's okay for things to be a little crooked, in my opinion. And I'm gonna trim off just a tad more of that. So okay, I think I'll leave it like that. Okay, just wanted to trim off a little bit. And then I'm gonna go ahead and adhere that down, and I'm gonna have a little bit hanging off there because I am gonna trim it down lengthwise also. Okay, so there's that, and then I'm gonna take my card base and just put that on there. Okay, so I've got my black card base here, and let me see. I think I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna do it a little bit different. Normally, if I had a 5.5 by 5.5 card, I would open it this way, but I think I'm gonna do it the other way. So let me just adhere that really quick. I always like to make sure I've got plenty of adhesive on my card front so that nothing comes off. And I've just barely got like the tiniest black border around the rest of the card. So you can kind of see it there, a little tiny. Okay, so there's that, and then just for a little finishing touch, I'm going to take some diamond stickles and I'm going to glitter her up a little bit. I'm going to put a little bit of glitter, stickles, glitter, whatever you want to call it, it's all the same, on her horns. Okay, and then let's see here, maybe a little bit on the heart right here on her dress, and maybe a little bit on her tail. I'm gonna dab a little bit here and there on her dress too. Okay, do a little bit more. Just for a touch of glitter there. Okay, and I think I will put a little bit of glitter on my little banner here. I'm just going to outline it a little bit. Oh, and I almost forgot, I cut out those little bats, so I need to put those on. Okay, so for those I'm going to use glossy accents because they are so tiny. Oops. Okay, so just going to put a tiny little bit. And these things are so tiny. It's crazy how tiny they are, but they're super cute too. So okay. Okay. So there are my little bats on there. And I think I'm going to call that good for the front of the card. And then on the inside, I'm just going to layer up some pattern paper real quick. So let me grab that. Okay, so I've got this polka dot paper for the main background, and then I've got this small blue piece that I'm going to layer. But before I layer that, what I'm going to do is I've got these little die cuts. They're the My Favorite Things crown border, and I'm going to actually go ahead and adhere those on the top and the bottom of this blue piece. It's a little bit spooky looking, so I thought it was perfect for a Halloween card, but I don't have spider webs anywhere else on my card, so I didn't really want to put them in there in the inside, so I thought these would be a nice alternative. So I'm just gonna put this one on here just like that and trim off the excess, and then one more really quickly on the top. Let me flip it, it's a little bit easier to adhere that way. Okie dokie. So there's that. Let me flip this over real quick and trim that off. Okay. Then I will go ahead and adhere this on top of here. So you can see it kind of looks a little spooky, but it still kind of fits with the cutesiness of the rest of our card. Sorry, I keep going out of frame. Okie dokie. Just like that. And then I will, whoops, put this on the inside of our card. Trying to be careful because I put that stickles on there. I don't want that to get messed up. Okay, so there is the inside of our card and the outside. And I think I will go ahead and put a little bit of dimensional tape on her little feet because I didn't think it would be a big deal because they're so small, but looks like they're kind of being a little pain. So let me, whoops, I don't want to bend her feet too much, but I do want to make sure I get those on there. I'm not going to worry about her tail. I'm going to leave that alone. But there we go. Okay, so there is our very first card for the Halloween Cards Series 2012. I hope you guys enjoyed, and you can find out any information that you might want to know about this card over on my blog at scrappyhour09.blogspot.com. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.